like a cute little blanket. Use this for clothing, I guess. Basically, I started with the center, and this was my first pattern going in the circle. Okay, as you can see, it's going around. So you can continue going with this as much as you want. Hey ladies and gentlemen, so today we're gonna try this beautiful motif coaster. I've seen in the other group somebody was asking how to make it. So I already have some samples here. It doesn't show as well, so I'm just gonna demonstrate it on this with you today. I'm gonna use this, and I figured out if I decide to use this as a coaster, this yarn, this thread is gonna work the best as a coaster instead of this one. This could be used for like clothing or something, building. So we're gonna start with a chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now connect it and make it a circle. Pull it through. Now chain 2, 1, 2. Do 3 double crochets right here in the same little loop. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so far this is what we have. Now go ahead and chain 2 and turn your work around. Yarn over and go right in this space right here in between the first 1 and 2 legs, right there. Go 3 times with double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2 and turn it around, and once again go right here in this space, the first leg, with the double crochet 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And this is the most rustic thread. This is like an indoor outdoor type of thing. Okay, so chain 1. So now you got to this point, we're gonna have to start curve it around this circle, and we're gonna connect right with the underneath right here. Connect that one, and then we're going to go straight under also. You could do it this way and then go under. Okay, and now we have something like so. So let me show you one more time. So from this point, we're gonna curve it and connect it to this circle. I'm gonna connect it once and twice in the same time. Okay. And now we're going to chain 1 and turn it around, and we're gonna go right in the between that, just like we already did. Go with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it looks difficult, but it's not. Once you do a few, you're gonna see. Basically we are building, so basically we are building around. That's the first, you see, we started here. Basically we started here, and then once we get to this point, it's gonna go a lot easier. So basically these are the corners, these are the edges. Okay, okay, once you got to that point, chain 2 and turn your work around, and we're gonna continue. Yarn over, and I'm gonna go in the first leg right there, right underneath, 3 times. So that's gonna be our pattern basically. 1, 2, 3. This is a rough yarn thread to work with. So we now have once again 4 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 1, and now we are going to connect on the bottom here on the circle. Remember, this is our circle. Close that up and turn it around. Yarn over and go in this space in the first leg right there, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2 and turn your work around. Yarn over and once again first leg, 3 double crochets. 2 and 3. Okay, so these are the corners. Chain 1 and let's connect on the bottom to the circle. Turn your work around, crochet 1 and yarn over, and once again go right there in the first, right after the first leg, 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Crochet 2 and turn your work around, and we're gonna come down to the first leg right there with a 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and we are going to attach it in the circle. Okay, so far this is what we have so far. Turn your work around, do the same thing. Now chain 1, yarn over, and connect it right in that space, the first leg. Three times. You have 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2, 1, 2. Turn your work around and go right in the first leg. Double crochet 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Remember, we always double crochet 3 times in that space, plus the edge leg. We always have 4 legs. Okay, now we're gonna come down to the circle, chain 1, and then we're gonna connect down to the circle, close it, and turn your work around, chain 1, and go with 3 double crochet in the first leg, under the first leg, I'm sorry. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2 and turn your work around. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, chain. We already chained 2, yarn over and go 3 times in the space. 1, 2, 3. Now chain 1, and we are going to connect it, and this was the last one on the row. We're going to connect it in the circle. And that will close our circle with the first row, basically. Now we're going to start the second row. We're gonna do the same thing. Turn your work around, chain 1, and yarn, chain 1 and do 3 double crochets on the first leg. 1, 2 and 3. Chain 2 and turn over. Same thing, 3 double crochet in the leg. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is what we have so far. Now we are starting the second row around. Okay, now chain 1, and we are going to attach it right here in the space, a corner of the very first one. Close that up. And we're gonna do the same thing, turn your work around. Turn your work around, chain 1, yarn over and go 3 times with double crochet in the first leg. Basically the same thing we've been doing. 1, 2 and 3. Chain 2 and turn your work around. Okay, go ahead and do the same thing, yarn over, and we're going right there. First leg, 3 double crochet. Two and 3. Chain 1, and let's connect. Go ahead and connect it right here. So basically you work around the circle. At this point it's going to look just a little bit confusing. You just go ahead and connect it right there, and don't worry, it's gonna all come together. It's gonna form in a minute. So after that, turn your work around, crochet 1 and yarn over and do the same thing. Go in the first leg with double crochet 3 times. 1, 2 and 3. Okay, chain 1, 2 and turn your work around and do the same thing. Three double crochet. 2, 3. Chain 1 and let's connect it here, the corner of this. chain 1 and turn your work, chain 1, yarn over and go 3 times with a double crochet. 1, 2 and 3. Chain 2 and turn your work around and come down here in the first leg with 3 double crochets. You see how it forms? Chain 1 and let's connect it. Let's connect this here. So this is a little tricky when you get to this point. It's kind of hard, you don't know where to connect it or not. But make sure it doesn't curl up. Make sure you keep it loose enough. I'll just put it, I'll just connect it right here. And if it starts curl it up, you can open and just play with it a little bit. All right, so turn your work around, chain 1 and go right there. Same thing under the first leg. Three times. 2 and 3. So chain 2, yarn over, go right there. Chain 1 and let's attach it to the circle. You see at this point I have to start increasing, because if I'll attach it here where will normally go, it will start curling. So what I'm gonna do now, every other one I'm gonna attach this to every other one. I'll make it double. So basically what I'm saying, I'm going back in the same corner. Okay, so basically I'm gonna attach this in the same space where I attached this previously, because we don't want it to curl up. So turn the work around, chain 1 and do the same thing. Because as you know, when you go in the circle, you need to increase your work. 1. So that was one way to increase it, by repeating and attach it in the same 1, 2. Do the same thing. 3 double crochets. This yarn, or what you call this, yeah, still yarn, this yarn is so stiff. But it's a beautiful rustic look, and I think will make a perfect coaster. Okay, chain 1 and let's attach it to the circle. Now look what we have at this point. Kind of stretch it as you go. So remember, here I attach it in the same spot. So we're gonna have 2 in 1, then we have 1, then we have 2 in 1, then we have 1, then we have 2 in 1. Okay, and that's the way it's gonna go around. That's the way we increase, and you can make that circle as big as you want. So let's connect it right there and turn your work around. Chain 1 and do the same thing, 3 double crochets in 1 spot. Two. Okay, connect it here. Okay, so now I got to this point, and as I just said, if you try to connect it here, look how it starts to curl. That's not good. So we're gonna connect it in the same previous spot. So like I said, we're gonna have 2 1 2 1 2 1 and so on. So go ahead in the same spot. See? And now the same thing, turn your work around. 1 chain 2, turn your work around. You know, I'm just gonna close it right there, just like that. Close it with a slip stitch, and yep, that's good. That's good enough for me. I'm not gonna cut it yet. I'm just gonna kind of close it down in case I decide to continue working on it later. Just gonna secure it like that and see if I want to cut the thread later or not. Here is slightly different. I might make another video for that. Just slightly different pattern. Let me know if you want to see that one as well. Okay guys, so here we have I'm finishing with this for today. I hope you find it easy to follow, and just give me some feedbacks. Okay, tell me what you want me to do next, and see you soon, guys. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Have a beautiful day.